So rewinding back to the audio engineering side. So graduated college with a degree in audio engineering. I had originally, which is even more funny, my goal was to do like engineering sound for rap and hip hop.
Okay.
And through college, I watched the industry go in a direction that morally I just, like rap's always had a level of
What year was this,
criminality.
roughly?
2011, 2012. So this
Okay.
was like where the peak of early 2000s, which by the 2000s a lot of rap was already. I'm a big 90s rap fan. Like
Yeah.
I like very lyrical rap. I'm the music side of it's cool too, but like I want someone that just rhymes and like puts a lot of thought and mindset into it.
Yes.
So by like the 2010 to 2015 era, like that
Is this
was
the
just,
mumble rap era?
this is where mumble rap is starting to get
Okay.
really popular. The Atlanta rap scene is kind of taking over, and that whole culture was moving in a direction I didn't care for. And also, I started working for artists, and it was like, I don't want to be the guy that has to deal with the diva, which is a lot of artists. That's just the personality type that you're dealing with. So I started to move away from a love of what I was gonna do, and I started thinking, all right, what can I do with my degree? It's like I'm probably not gonna go this direction. So I started thinking maybe I'll do movies, do audio for like learning how to do Foley and stuff like that. Got out of college, had no prospects of a job, didn't really have any plan, and my buddy was working detail at a car lot, and it was like, all right, I can get you a job. So I just started washing cars, figured out how to do that, did that for 6, 7 months, was like, all right, well, I could do this myself, started my own detailing business.
Oh, did you?
Yep. Registered the business. That's about as far as I got. I worked for like a month or two and then broke my hip, like horrific fashion, off my feet for a month or two.
Oh, wow.
After a few months of that, my same buddy that I got the job detailing with he had his little high school sweetheart. It was never going to work out. I told him that from the beginning, but he was chasing tail out to LA. I'm like, well, I've got this degree, I could do movies. He's going to LA. I've got nothing better to do. So I think I had $4 or $5 grand in my pocket. Followed him out to LA. No job, no apartment, no anything. Slept on her couch for a night or two. I don't know how we managed to talk them into letting us rent this apartment because neither one of us had jobs, but I gave them like 3 months worth of deposit. We got a place to stay, and then I just went and applied to all these detailing shops. Long story short, almost got hired at a detailing shop, and they were like, oh, the hiring manager's gone for 2 weeks. We'll onboard you 2 weeks from now. I'm like, dude, I don't got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So went and did one more stop at a Toyota dealer, went to apply for detail there, and they, the funny part, so I'm wearing a tie, dress shoes, whole 9 yards.
You?
Yeah, oh yeah. And I walked to this place, a 1.5 mile walk, almost 2 mile walk. Walk into the spot, and I go to hand my application to just the first person I see. It was like, hey, where's the detail department? And this guy just gives me the funniest look, which I didn't fully understand. I'm still brand new to LA. But I'm like, where's the detail department? He grabs my application. He's just kind of eyeing me up, looking at it. And he goes, you want to work in detail? And I go, well, it's, like I know how to detail cars. Let's go. He's like, you're not going to work in detail. And I'm like, okay, where am I going to work? So he ends up being the general sales manager, hires me on as a lot porter. And it was basically like the second he hired me, we were in this conversation of like, maybe one day you'll do sales, give me 90 days, let's see what you do. So I, did the most kick butt job that I could as a lot porter, just moving cars around, being the best version of me that I could. And every week I'm in his office, like, let me do sales, give me 90 days, let me do sales. And about a month or two into that, he gets fired. So I'm like, all right, I've been talking to this guy. I want to go do sales. I walk into the general manager's office, like, hey, Mark was going to let me do sales. He's now gone. Now you're going to hear me every single week coming in here asking you to do it. So I finished out my 90. He put me into sales. And sales is one of those really funny things because you can probably find a place that'll put you through a proper training. But for me with car sales, day one, I show up, got my tie on, dress shoes, ready to go. And I go to my now manager, Carlos. I go, all right, Carlos, where do you want me? What am I learning? Is there a computer? Like, what am I doing? He goes, do you see that door over there? I'm like, yeah. He goes, stand by that door. Someone walks up, tell them what your name is, bring them to me. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
So I walk over to the door, stood there. First person that comes up, got their name, gave them my name, walked them over to him. He chatted with them for a second. And then it was like, all right, Joe, go to the machine, grab these keys, bring this car down. It's like, okay. Brought him on a test drive. He said, don't talk about the car, talk about them, talk about yourself, make a friend. I'll handle everything else. They came back in, did the numbers, bought a car. First night. And I'm like, I could do that, you know? So I just lived every single day at that front door, figured out how to do it. I became top sales at that dealer. I think I was probably number 3 my first month. And then
Wow.
I fought for 1, 2, or 3 every single month for the next year and a half.
No kidding.
I became really quickly like one of their guys. And so that taught me a lot. My dad was sick back here, so I moved back to Florida. Was about to get another job in sales, but this was kind of like the final few months of my dad. So
No, sorry to hear that.
yeah, it just is what it is. After he passed, I gave it a little bit where it was like, I'm not really in a salesy kind of mood. And a buddy of mine, his parents had bought into the College Hunks Hauling Junk franchise.
Okay.
So they didn't really have anything, like any knowledge of what they were doing. And here I am, little bit of sales experience. I'm a bigger guy, I can move some stuff. And they were kind of floundering. So it was like, hey, we need truck captains. You want to come on board and see what you do? So I was like, all right, let's give that a little bit of a test.
So this was your first taste of
The
industry.
waste management, hauling,
Yeah.
all that. So went on board with them. They had one of the little Isuzu NPRs, I think it was,
Yeah.
switch and go system on the back. Gave me just enough training to kind of know what to do, and I went straight into being salesman / truck captain, you know, going around. They tell me an address, I go there, quote the job, get the job, you know, haul the trash. So it taught me a lot of the where to take the stuff, how to sell the stuff. It also really teaches you like what is possible, because coming from never having done that and then quoting someone $250 to get rid of a bunch of cardboard boxes in the corner of the garage kind of thing, it's like, it's amazing what someone will actually say yes to, where it's like they have a problem, you have a solution. If you're not the guy that's like, give me $20, like people will say yes. So it suspends a lot of disbelief working for like a bigger corporate, like actually structured junk removal company, which was cool. Did that for a while. They weren't doing very good. I wasn't getting paid enough. I finally had my mojo back, and it was like, all right, it's kind of time to part ways.
Okay.
So I went back to doing car sales, worked at the vast majority of the Toyota dealers all throughout the area at one point or another. One of the things with that industry is a lot of manager turnover as well as salesman turnover. So you end up finding a manager, you follow them around for a little bit, you know, get a vibe for a dealer. Not a lot of, like, there are people that stay at one place, but usually it's out of like spite more than anything. It's a hard place to stay in one spot, because the people you report to and the people they report to and even the corporate ownership ends up changing so much in a lot of these dealers.
I'm unfamiliar with that. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I worked that for the next probably 7 years, 8 years. I did about a decade's worth of sales, lower level sales management,